Sefer Akuzari, continuation of yesterday. Yesterday we finished the big one yesterday. We did the Sadichet. We're gonna go Saditet today, 99. Okay? So, So now the Kuzari, basically he accepted the answer of this Chacham, this Rav, and he agreed with him, and he understood the main thing is the Ma'aseh, what you do. Saditet. Amar Chaver Achen, וכך מצוותינו כתובות בתורה מדיבור השם למשה. Our Torah is written in a way to explain that all the mitzvot we have, which means we got to the conclusion yesterday. The main thing is ma'aseh, to do something, to act. ומה שכתב משה ונתן לקהל הגדול ההוא בקיבוצם במדבר, הוא סך בו למסורת קבלה של יחידים, פרשה פרשה ופסוק פסוק, תכונות קורבנות, ואיך מקריבים אותם, ואיזה מקום ואיזה סעד, ואיך נשחטים, ואיך עושים בדמה ובהם פעולות שונות, כולם בביאור מאת השם, כדי שלא יחסר מהם דבר כתום ויפסק הכל. Basically everything was given through Moshe Rabbeinu from Hashem. So it should, all the details should be there, and we don't need to be worried about anything. כמו ההוויות הטבעיות, אשר מתחברות מיחסים דקים, לא ישיגום המחשבה לדקותם, שאילו הופרו יחסיהם הפורה קלה, ואתה נמצא האהבה ההיא. ולא היה הסמך ההוא או בעל החיים ההוא או העבר ההוא, דרך משל, נפסד או נהדר. So therefore, he gives a mashal. He gives a parable over here that basically if you don't have the basics, you're going to lose everything. That's what it is. So therefore, Hashem gave everything with the details from the bottom to the top, so nothing should be missing. וכן הזכיר איך ינותח בעל החיים המוקרב, ועשה בכל איבר ואיבר, מה לאכילה ומה לשרפה, ומי יאכל ומי ישרוף, ומי יקים מכיתות שהמסור בהם ואין לחלוק בהן, ואיך יהיו תכונות המקריבים, כדי שלא יהיו בהם חסרון, אפילו בטהרה ומלבושיהם, וכל שכן הכהן הגדול, שהוא תהיה לו הכניסה ממקום העניין האלוקי, מקום השכינה, אמרה התורה. So all the details for everything. ומה שכרוך בזה ומהנקיות והטהרה, ומדגו הטהרות והקדושות והתפילות. Interesting. He's talking about Tahara and Kedusha. We did talk in the Gemara today. That everything should be mentioned, and it was given by Moshe to Jewish people from Hashem. דבר שהערך תאורה, ואומנם סומכים בו על לימוד תורה, ומה שהעתיקו חכמים, ומדבר השם למשה. Everything, all the details coming from Hashem. וכן תכונת המשכן כולו הראתה למשה בהר. How to make the Mishkan also was shown to Moshe Rabbeinu by the mountain in the Har Sinai. המשכן והאוהל, והשולחן ונורה הארון, everything, all the pieces. וחצר המקיפה אותם, ועמודיה ומסכיהם בכל מלאכתם, הראו לו רוחניים, וצר אותם גשמיים, כאשר סוירו לו. So therefore, everything was given to Moshe Rabbeinu, all the details. וכן הבית הגדול אשר בנהו לשלמה, same thing by the בית המקדש was built by שלמה המלך. מה שהראתה לדוד סורתו רוחנית, והבית האחרון הקדוש שיהיו לנו, מה שהורה לנביא אשר שמו יחזקאל, הצורה והתכונה. And also, the בית המקדש, we are waiting for it to come. It was given, the whole thing, the whole blueprint was given to יחזקאל הנביא. ואין בעבודת השם השורה וסורה והתחכמות, ואילו היה זה, הפרנסים מגיעים בחומתם וסכנם לחפר מה שהגיעו אליו בני ישראל. So nothing coming from our brain. Nothing is coming from our chokhmah. That if something really comes from our wisdom, he says philosopher could do better than us. They could get to it better, easier. So we want to prove from here everything coming from Hashem, all the details, with all the whatever we need for the Beit HaMikdash, all the mitzvot, all the details, everything came from Hashem, was given to Moshe Rabbeinu, and Moshe Rabbeinu gave it to Jewish people. Okay, we're gonna go to halachot of the borer. Basically, we talked about yesterday the time they have to eat it, whatever you separate. You said the ochel, the good part from the bad part, you have to eat it basically right away. So now, we mentioned yesterday, if you remember, Now, if you remember correctly, I mentioned yesterday, you could prepare for Sauda in the morning at the time the people they come out from Beit HaKnesset. Now, Ben Ish Chai says, now this Sefer argues with Ben Ish Chai. Ben Ish Chai says that you have to do basically 1 hour before. He says Ben Ish Chai, I read the Ben Ish Chai for you. שפוסק שפחות משעה קודם הסעודה נקרא לאלתר. So he argues with Ben Ish Chai. So let's see what's the argument. ולכן יאסור את האנשים שלו לברוד ירקות לסלט וכן לא לקלפם לפני שעה יציאה הגברים אל הכנסת והבירה תהיה סמוך כהסעודה. ואם מדובר, can you get the Ben Ish Chai for me please? So honestly, Ben Ish Chai, regular Ben Ish Chai. Yeah, please. Thank you. So anything you separate, anything you have to peel it off. Let's say you want to take the shell off from your eggs, whatever it is. It should be close to the Sauda. Okay. So now we're going to Ben Ish Chai, Parashat Beshalach. In the second year, let's see what Ben Ish Chai says over there. We take it from there, Bezat Hashem. Beshalach. Beshalacham, Seif Aleph. So Ben Ish Chai says, הבורר פסול מתוך אוכל, יאסור. בכל שהוא בורר לאכול לאחר שעה, according to Ben Ish Chai, you have 1 hour for everything, okay? We're going to mention this in Machloket later. So anything separated for eating, it takes more than 1 hour after, חשיב בורר לאחר זמן ואסור. זה אסור. ואם בורר לסעודה שמתחיל בה אחר פחות משעה, מותר. If somebody בורר for the סעודה, it's going to start less than an hour later, it's going to be mutar. אף על פי שהסעודה שאוכל בה נמשכת אכילתו בה הרבה שעות, mutar. So halacha Ben Ish Chai holds that 1 hour before starting the sauda. If you do it before sauda, you have 1 hour. Very nice. So now he says, no. He wants to say the bizman shiyotzim yutakeneset. Could be more than an hour. Okay? Now, what's going to happen? This is Harabadia. It's not necessarily we have to say Harabadia. Harabadia argues, and he says you could start preparing all this, doing this borer, which is you're not using it right away, as long as you know that's the time that people come out from the Beit HaKnesset. Okay. Now, another discussion we have over here, we're going to get to it, which is if this Sefer doesn't bring it, he brings only Harabadia. Harabadia holds, let's say you have a big soda, 200, 500, 600 people. Now, it's a joke. You want to separate all these things. You want to peel something. You're not going to do when the people come out from the shul. You're not going to make it. So Harabadia holds, in that scenario, you have no other choice than getting more people.
Getting more people to do to help you?
Yeah, that's the only way.
You still cannot do it before.
Right. You cannot do it before. Now, so that's Harabadia. We're going to see there are certain poskim, the Cholek Harabadia. But over here, the Nekuda, the thing of Machlok Ben Ish Chai Harabadia is you have a Sauda when you could start. According to Ben Ish Chai, you have 1 hour before. According to Harabadia, at the time the people come out from the shul, the Beit HaKnesset finished, you could start doing it. Now,
Also, if a person lives like 2 minutes, 3 minutes from the Beit HaKnesset, they have only 2-3 minutes to.
Very good question. How far do you have? How much do you have? You could ask better question. Let's say you don't know what time they come out. Right. I guess when they finish, you will start. That's what it means. It's got to be very hard. Huh? Very good. Come out with everything. Finish, they come out. Doesn't matter what you were doing until now. Maybe the Rav spoke for 45 minutes. When they come out from the Beta Knesset, you could start, according to Rabbi. Now,
I have another question.
yeah,
Let's say the wife knows that usually the husband, they finish the Knesset at 10 a.m. On this Shabbat, I don't know, the Rav was talking and talking and talking, they finish at 11 a.m., at 10:40 a.m.
right.
She already started preparing from before. Now it's more than an hour.
According to Ben Ish Chai,
According to the or both of them.
okay, that's how to Rabbi is a question too.
לא חושש לזה? That's gonna be...
I think that according to Arabadia, they have a certain time that people that come out.
But
That's
there
the,
was a hiccup, and they got stuck in the Knesset, and today they finished later.
a very good question. We have to look up this question. Basically, you're saying it's not clear what time people come out. That's what we're saying over here. It was not clear. Right. Right. Start later. Yeah. Yeah. That's a very good question. Another thing he says over here is also we have to study shiur and we have to work on it. Ben Ish Chai said, according to Ben Ish Chai, I think Harabadi also agrees. They argue on the time, but the Sauda takes a long time, it's no problem. Okay? Ben Ish Chai says clearly, even your Sauda going to take 3 or 4 hours, still you could do separating you could peel off the things, you want to do make a salad or whatever it is, 1 hour before Sauda.
Start the Sauda means do Kiddush,
Huh?
or Motzi, or what is the beginning of the Sauda?
Okay, it doesn't say anything. The Ben Ish Chai does not, I assume the Kiddush. But the Ben Ish Chai does not talk about it. Okay. So now, Harabadia holds another question. We have to work on it. There's so many things. The border is one of the hardest ones and most useful. After Bishul, the border is one of the most useful halachot for Shabbat. So it's over here, Harabadia. What about you doing borer in middle of the Sauda? Middle of Sauda, you started Sauda already. Middle of the Sauda. Can I prepare for 2 hours later? Let's say Sauda takes 3 hours. We said before the Sauda you can. So middle of Sauda also you can. So according to Haravadia, let's say you wash your hand, you ate bread, and you want to do now peel the eggs. Okay? Or you want to cut the fruits for dessert. Okay? You could do it. As long as it's something part of the Sauda, no problem.
Even if you prepared it after the Sauda began.
Right. Once you start the Sauda, no problem. You could do the peeling or taking off the shell even for dessert. So it's very interesting. Why? Let me give you an example, classic example. You have pistachios. Okay? You know what pistachios is? Okay. You want to peel it for dessert. Usually, if you want to eat pistachios on Shabbat, you have to peel it off, take the peel off the shell. Call it shell, not the peel. You take the shell off right before you want to eat. Now, when it comes to before, for this case, for the Sauda, you started the Sauda, you could take the shell off, even though the dessert is going to be in 2 hours. Okay? I come to our idea. Some say yes, some say no. We're going to say melon is different. It's not like orange because you get some piece of the melon also on the peel when you peel it off.
What about to take I had this to take
the seed? Okay, so you're going to see that also, actually. You got it so fast. Now, if you want to do it, let's say in somebody's house, some people on Shabbat, what they do, they eat the dessert after Birkat Hamazon. Now, before Birkat Hamazon, once again, you want to do before Birkat Hamazon, you want to peel the orange, let's say. You have oranges, you want to peel it off. Take a peel off. If it takes then 1 hour or half an hour, we're going to see the question. We cannot do it. Because what?
After
After Bikam Bozon. So Bikam Bozon finishes everything. That's what it is.
So
What do you have?
To eat the dessert before the halakha.
According to this, for this matter, yes. The halachot of the brachot is a different things. I have to deal with the halachot of the brachot. But when it comes to this, unless you have the dessert right away after Bikam Bozon, so then you're not gonna have a problem.